A bill banning virtually all gender-affirming medical care for transgender children is moving forward in Frankfort.
And one group of Iowa students is spending their spring break helping folks here in the region rebuild after the flood.
Plus, after a chilly start to the week, some milder air will start to work into the region soon. Details on that ahead as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
House Bill 470 would ban virtually all gender-affirming medical care for transgender children.
Today, we are learning that bill has broadened further with several new measures tacked on.
As Samantha Valentino shows us, people on both sides of the issue came to Frankfort to share their thoughts on the bill with lawmakers.
Which Senator Wise says, oh, there's no hate at all in this bill. Well, I'm telling you, none of us are feeling the love, Senator.
Emotions ran high as House Bill 470 came before a Senate committee Tuesday morning, with several new measures tacked on, including school bathroom policies, language about banning lessons on gender and sexuality, and all of Senate Bill 150. Many testified on both sides of the bill, now being called the Do No Harm Act.
That HB 470 will not, quote, do no harm, close quote. Quite the opposite. This bill condemns vulnerable children to an even more difficult life than they've already been born into.
Bill sponsor Representative Jennifer Decker called on some who have received gender-affirming care to testify as well.
Now at 20, I wish I could go back, but there is irreversible damage done.
But Dr. Christopher Bowling says the care these individuals received is not the standard of care Kentucky youth receive at transgender clinics.
By passing House Bill 470, the Kentucky legislature is choosing to ban provision of gender care services over the advice of and evidence from practicing Kentucky healthcare providers, numerous national medical organizations, and the pleas of Kentucky parents and patients.
Dr. Bobby Glass says it took her 60 years and hundreds of thousands of dollars to afford gender-affirming care.
And that's why kids are trying to kill themselves. They just like, oh my gosh, you know, I'll never make it if I've got to wait that long. And I am telling you, I have worked with kids who have killed themselves. I'm not talking about statistics from the psych journals. I'm talking about dead children.
In Frankfort, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
House Bill 470 passed by 6-3 vote this morning, but several Republicans on the committee say they're struggling with the bill. Some voting yes, but asking for changes to the bill before it comes up for a full Senate vote.
The Ashland Police Department needs your help finding a mother and child who walked away from a facility in Ashland. Take a look at your screen. Officers posted these photos of 27-year-old Kayla Simpson of Pike County and 2-month-old Miley on their Facebook page. Police say they left a facility on Central Avenue around 11:15 Tuesday evening. Around the same time, a light-colored pickup truck was spotted leaving the facility. Simpson is now charged with custodial interference and wanton endangerment. If you have any information about where the mother and child could be, you can call 606-385-3273.
Police in Knox County say a man threw his girlfriend out of a moving car Saturday night on Kentucky 225. Deputies say they found the woman lying in the road with a head injury and multiple cuts and scrapes. The woman told police 34-year-old Brandon Murphy pushed her out of the vehicle. She was taken to Barberville ARH and then transferred to the UK Medical Center in Lexington. Murphy is charged with wanton endangerment, assault, DUI, menacing, and resisting arrest.
Yesterday, we posted a poll on WYMT.com asking if you think we should do away with daylight saving time.
This time yesterday, the poll showed about 75% of folks saying yes, we should do away with it, and 25% saying no.
And today, you see the latest results about the same, 76% saying yes and about 23% saying no. We'll have the final results tomorrow night at 6.
Another hard freeze expected through the mountains tonight as we watch very cold temperatures continue. You see some of that right here with some of the snow still on the grassy surfaces out near Pine Mountain and near Whitesburg in Letcher County. No snow at UVA Wise, but the overcast still there. They sit at 27. We've noticed a few more of those warmer temperatures starting to move into the Cumberland Valley, where temperatures are in the low 40s. A little bit of snow left over in parts of the Big Sandy, but that will continue to move out. Guys, I'll have the latest on when we see some warmer air moving in a few minutes.
Thank you, Evan. It is officially spring break season, and a group of spring breakers has made its way to Letcher County.
And not to get a nice tan, you wouldn't get one, I don't think, this week anyway, but to get their boots a little dirty on a mission trip helping rebuild flooded homes.
I stopped by the job site this morning to learn more about the students' mission to serve right here in Eastern Kentucky. If you ask the members of this group, they'd probably tell you that spring break is about being a helping hand.
It gives you more self-confidence knowing you're helping somebody.
The adults and students traveled all the way from Iowa, and one student says he knew that this was the right way to spend his break.
I figured it'd be nice to give back to people that got their homes taken away from them. So I just decided, let's just go help rebuild houses. It'll be fun.
When Pastor Tim Maxa announced the opportunity to serve in Letcher County, he says he had no problem getting volunteers to load up and travel more than 12 hours away from home.
17 of us are out here at the work site, and we have about 8 really skilled people, and then we have, youth that are willing to work and learn stuff.
Learning plenty of handyman skills.
I've learned how to put on subfloors, trusses, walls.
But also the very valuable lessons that often can't be taught.
If you give back to others, then they'll give back to you in a different way.
Pastor Maxa added that the Letcher County area was the first place he pastored more than 20 years ago. And getting to bring students back to help rebuild is a blessing that hit very close to home.
I'm still heartbroken for the people here in the mountains who have been through so much flooding, and thank you guys. The people here accept you and make you feel a part of them. I've been gone 29 years, and coming back, they still made me feel like I was just a part of their family.
Pastor Maxa says they are working with Homes Inc. and Letcher County this week, and they will be here until Friday.
Yesterday, Senator Mitch McConnell announced nearly $300 million in funding will go towards Eastern Kentucky flood relief. The funding will come from the Department of Housing and Urban Development and is focused on long-term flood relief. Scott McReynolds with the Housing Development Alliance says Western Kentucky received funds from HUD after their tornado outbreak, and they are just starting to see that money.
They received, I think, about a little over $100 million total. Those funds are about to hit the street. It does take a while. Those were announced about 6 months ago.
In the meantime, McReynolds hopes the state legislature is able to find funding for housing during this session. Of course, there's not much more time left. Now, recently, we have seen numerous events taking place across the region that promote sustainability here in the mountains.
Today, one Breathitt County organization carried on that mission with their own giveaway.
WYMT's Alyssa Williams has more on that.
Before the sun fully rose on Tuesday morning, volunteers with the Breathitt County Hunger Alliance were unloading one of their biggest donations to date.
We received 40,000 pounds of seed potatoes from SOSA. It's an organization that we have been fortunate enough to be able to partner with for the last 3 years.
The Breathitt County Hunger Alliance was also able to give away thousands of garden seed packets, hoping to impact several communities that were damaged during July's flood.
You know, people have lost their gardens due to flooding and stuff, so hopefully this year, you know, we'll be able to help people get back on their feet with gardening and that type of thing.
Helping people like Susie Jones of Breathitt County, who is trying to save money to fix her home that was destroyed in the flood.
Well, I'm grateful they're helping everybody in the community because we do need the help, and they are giving everything here to help us. So, you know, they do a lot here.
The organization's founder and CEO, Patsy Clare, says she hopes giveaways like this can also inspire older generations to teach younger ones sustainable habits.
You know, we need to teach our children what we were taught, and that is how to survive and stuff. So, you know, maybe we can get back to that.
hoping to sprout a more sustainable future for the people of Eastern Kentucky. In Jackson, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Today's giveaway took place outside the old Walgreens building in Jackson, but the organization also hosts an annual giveaway at their own building on the third Saturday of each month. Those with the organization say they hope to partner with more groups to host a second giveaway each month. Stay right there. More after this.